Hi everyone, welcome back. Today we are going to be doing Scroll and Scribble number 16 with a little bit of a twist. So I know it's not October yet, okay? October is, spooky month, but for me, it's close enough. All right. I've already got that like fall, harvest, spooky. I want to watch horror movies. I want to get out my sweaters. It's definitely not cool enough for sweaters yet, but you see where I'm going here. So we're going to do the same thing we always do. I'm going to scroll through a pre-selected list of pictures and I'm going to stop on a random picture. And no matter what it is, I'm going to draw it out. But instead of just scribbling it out like I normally do, I'm going to take that picture and make it spooky. Hopefully it works out well. I mean, if I get a picture of a banana, it's going to be hard to make that spooky. But that's kind of the beauty of it. It's going to take me out of my comfort zone, throw me into the fire, and see what happens, okay? Should be a lot of fun. I am going to put the picture up here, so if you want to scribble along with me, you can. You don't have to make yours spooky if you don't want to, but that's just kind of what I'm doing today. So let me take you over to the other screen, and we will find out what our first picture is going to be. All right, so I'm going to put my cursor on this side, and whatever lands there is what we'll do first. So let's scroll and stop. All right, so we got some pretty flowers, about to make them creepy flowers. Here's how my brain is working at the moment. I'm thinking the flower is going to be the centerpiece of this spooky page. And I think to make it a little more spooky, I'm going to make the centerpiece like a little more spiky looking, and then make the flower petals look a little more ghostly. So I'm just going to do this right in the middle. Okay, and that's going to be the shadow of the spiky ball thing in the middle. Okay, and then we'll kind of color this part in a little bit. Make it a little darker down in here. And the spiky part, we're gonna kind of try to emphasize the spikes. And I'm not gonna make the flower blue, but I kind of want to outline it in this blue. And the flower petals need to end probably around here. So we're just gonna do something like that. And then I'll go back on top with a little pink and maybe a little purple. And I'm definitely not trying to get the exact amount of petals or nothing. I want to keep it kind of loose and, it's gonna kind of look like it, but not really, And before I forget about it, let me go ahead and put the stem in here. I'll kind of make a little bit more shadows in here in between the petals that I've already drawn. Okay, now we can go back with a little pink. Do a little bit darker shadows in this purple. Not sure if it's looking ghostly, but maybe it will once I add other things. All right, number one. Not sure how creepy it looks. Certainly more spooky than the picture. I think for this one to look spooky, it's gonna be like everything else around it is gonna make it look a little spooky. So let's see what we're gonna get next. We're back up at the top, and this time I'm gonna put my cursor over here, and we're gonna scroll and stop. Oh. I couldn't have got this one, could I? That would have been too easy. No, let's make some spooky llamas, shall we? Okay, I looked up the difference between alpaca and llama, and I'm pretty sure these are alpaca. Llamas have like the ears that kind of curve in, or their ears are kind of curvy, and then like also alpacas are more fluffy. Anyway, I think it only fitting that they go here and here. We're just gonna hope that we get something that'll fit in the background next. Eyes first or nose first? The nose is right in the middle, so maybe I'll do the nose first. Do this guy's nose and the little mouth. His nose kind of goes in like that. that's not too bad. This is the top ear. I don't want to point it too much because then it will look like a llama. Under the chin part. Right, the neck comes down, and then we'll have his legs here. I think I made that come out a little too big, but that's okay. I think I can work with that. He's kind of leaning that way, but that's okay. I'm getting lost in this one's face, so let's do this one. Nose first. This guy's got a real dark nose. And he's got a happy smile, so we'll have to, maybe we'll make it real big smile. Make it even creepier by making it big. His eyes are a bit more like that. It's a lot of fun sometimes to just, you know, make it a little different. Make some creepy llamas. Even if they don't turn out to be creepy in the end. I think it's still, oh, that looks a little bit weird. How's that? Do they look creepy? I think they kind of do look creepy. I think I want to have his stuff be a little like that. See, that's pretty creepy, I think. And this guy, I kind of like that his stuff goes like. All right. It kind of feels like I should leave it black and white. I really like this guy's face. All right, help me out here. How do I make him look more creepy? What if I do this one this color? Would that make him look creepy? He was kind of like a glowy green color, a little bit darker with this. A little bit lighter with this. I don't know. Let's try that. See if it makes it more creepy or just cute. Might have made him a little cute. I don't know. Let's try this darker green for this one. So far, this is a little bit more creepy green, I think. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's doing it. I'm going to try to add a little bit of this blue-green color. See if maybe blending that in here would make it look creepy. I mean, they kind of look a little creepy. It's a couple of alpacas just sitting here being a little creepy. Like a zombie alpaca. And I put like this like aura around him. Either way, I really like what I've done. Whether or not it looks creepy to you, I think I've really enjoyed changing them. Making them a little different. I'm definitely enjoying the challenge of trying to make them a little more creepy. This guy definitely got the creepy face going on. And he does look a little more evil, okay? And why are they sitting here in the middle of this flower? I don't know. I really hope that I get some kind of a landscape. I think if I could do like a really dark, moody background, I think it would definitely make it look a little bit more creepy. So we'll keep our fingers crossed for that one. But let's go scroll, see what we're gonna get next. Here we go. This time I'm gonna put my cursor over here and we're gonna scroll, scroll, scroll. And hope for something creepy. Or something easy to make creepy. All right, ready? Let's stop right around now. Okay. All right, well, we're definitely building some kind of a scene. I really wish I could make it to where he's his claws are coming down to grab this. But if I do that, he's gonna look really small. Unless maybe I could do it where it almost looks like he's flying across. I put his claws here, tail feathers, and then up to his head. So it's kind of like he's coming in. Yeah, I'll put it here and let's just give it a go. Let's try it. Yeah, let me go ahead and put his beak right here. Here. And his head kind of comes around like that. Chest. Oops, I think I made him way too big. Man, I always end up making these guys way too big. Okay, that's all right. We'll just roll with it. Here's his feet and his claws come out like that. 1, 2, 3. Let's kind of go there, and then there's one behind right here. I'm just getting the outline. I like this. This guy's got pants. That's pretty cool. I'm a little sad I cut so much of him off. Definitely sad I cut so much of him off. But that's all right. So this wing goes pew, that. All right, now he's got massive tail feathers, so let's not mess the tail feathers up, shall we? There's that. I think that works pretty good. I don't know about you, but I like this version. I like this version of this bird. So the question is, should I do his eye or leave it white? I think the white looks pretty creepy, but if I did it like bright orange, I don't know, but I love this bird. I'm really sad that I cut him off, but at the same time, it looks really cool. Coming from beyond the page, it looks really awesome, I think. So it's like, as much as I'm sad that I didn't get to draw all of his wings, I just really like that it looks like that. Very cool. I'm undecided about the eyeball though. I think I really like the eyeball plain like that. I don't know. I'm gonna think on it, and we're gonna scroll again and see what we get. Okay, here comes the last one. All right, I'm gonna put my cursor here, and let's scroll, 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 and stop. All right, not gonna be an easy one, but we'll give it our best shot. Could have been better, could have been worse. You know, we could have got a banana, but we didn't. All right, I was definitely hoping for more of a landscape, and I might try to take it across the page, but I think I want to put it here and then kind of like cut off half of it, like this one's cut off. So I kind of want to cut off half of the lighthouse here, the wispy grass coming out this way, make it kind of merge in with the thing, can make it merge in. And then I might add in a little bit of a moody sky going on, maybe. Let's see, let's make the sand come over, so at least we know where it's sitting. Do the top part, but I think I'm gonna run off the page with it a little bit. Have it like that. I feel like the size is wrong already. Do that. Doesn't have to be exactly like the picture. That's no fun. And my dogs are just snoring a lot. So the platform that you walk around the lighthouse on. So that comes out. And then we got the railing all the way across like that. And then because it goes behind, these kind of go sharp down like that and sharp down like that. That one there, here. Top's looking pretty good. Now I'm gonna breathe a little bit, work on my breathing. Let's make the light. Oh, this is at a very steep angle, huh? Let's see if I can change the angle of this a little bit. Come straight down, and then there's some more grasses and stuff. The underside. I'll kind of have it come down like that and disappear a little bit. And then we got this housey thing. Or the door? No, that's a window. Okay, window here. There's a little bit of a roof on it. Not really sure how I'm gonna make these work, so let me just do something like that. That's pretty good. We'll have one in the distance right there. Grass coming out this way. Do I dare add a moody sky? Yeah, I'm thinking about doing just like a little darkness on this side, kind of creeping over. Let's just kind of see. Let's see what we can do. Just a little bit. And that's a little too blue, so let me get some of this black. Make it a little more dark. Oops. All right, what do we think of that? I think I captured a spooky, kind of creepy vibe. I keep seeing stuff I want to add. I keep wanting to make things darker. I actually really like this. Part of me wishes that I had done like both of the llamas the same color, but we were just we were playing around. We were experimenting. I didn't know, I wasn't sure where the page was gonna go from flower to llama. But at the same time, I'm happy that I played around with both the colors because it just kind of makes each one a little bit different. I love this bird. I'm so glad. At first I was sad that I cut off the bird, but now I'm actually kind of glad that I did, because when I added this part in, it frames it very nicely. I actually really like the finished scene. Very happy with my moody sky. I didn't want to do too much. I thought about filling the whole thing in, this dark color right here, just fill it all in. But I'm actually kind of glad I didn't. I feel like they pop out really good. And it gives it a little bit of distance. I made this window a little glowy. I think lighthouses are always a bit creepy. I think the least creepy thing is definitely the flower. I probably could go back and add make it a little bit more scratchy looking. All right, I'm gonna stop doing that. What do you think? Does the flower look a little more creepy now? I think that helped. Oh no, we're getting out of control over here. Someone told me to quit. Now I'm having a hard time deciding what my favorite part is. The flower is probably my least favorite part of it, but just by a little bit. I think I really like the lighthouse. I really like the bird. And I really like this guy. What do you think overall about Scroll and Scribble Spooky Edition? Was it fun? I think I had a lot of fun doing it. Hopefully you had a lot of fun watching it or trying to make your own spooky, creepy, spooky version. Thank you everybody who hit the like button. It helps me out so much. If you want some more Scroll and Scribble, I have a whole playlist right over here. And thank you to all my subscribers, whether you just joined today or you've been here from the start. Thank you so much for being here. And yeah, I'll see y'all next time.